If your fall and winter outfits are seemingly boring or sometimes repetitive, or in many cases it's very difficult for you to get dressed, which we want you to put that ish on. So if it's really difficult for you to get dressed and you're opting out of getting dressed, we have to solve that problem. So today we're going to get into some simple outfit formulas. And when I say simple, do not mistake that for boring, because you can make it what you want it to be. But we're keeping it simple, and most importantly, you don't need to go into a store and get anything. You most likely have these pieces into your wardrobe, and we just need to figure out how we can work these pieces, or actually make these pieces work for us. Welcome back to another video. It's your girl ARIANNE STYLLZ, and today I'm going to introduce myself as the classy chic fashion lover and mom, and we're going to get straight into a couple outfit formulas that I personally use as my guide for getting dressed in the fall and winter seasons. These formulas are so versatile, so they can work for your dressed up moments, they can work for your casual slays, and they can work for your busy errands, you're doing school drop-offs, whatever the case might be. So I'll be showing you how you can build your wardrobe or your outfits without needing a huge closet. Because if we're being honest, it's not about the amount of things you have, it's about the quality of the pieces and how you style them. So let's get into the first outfit formula. So the first outfit formula is what we call monochrome styling or monochrome layering. This is probably my favorite category because not only is it simple, it's straightforward, it is not overwhelming, and it's seemingly one of the least expensive categories or way to dress, but you still always make an impact. This particular styling, the first thing that you want to do is to figure out what color works for you best. I personally prefer black. I know enough people said black kind of boring, you're playing it safe, yada yada yada. Do not agree, because this is where you can make your accessories speak, okay? But if black is not your vibe, you are not restricted to black. First thing, you need a nice, you can either do long sleeve or you can use like a regular top, but yes, you need a plain top. Then you need a pair of trousers. I wouldn't necessarily say jeans for this category. You can still get a monochrome vibe with jeans, but it's a lot more difficult, and we're not trying to make this difficult. And we all need to have a pair of trousers in our closet. I don't care what color it won't be, you need a pair of trousers. All right, the next thing that you need is a jacket or coat in the same color or a similar tone. Now, if you get the coat to be a tad bit different in shade, that's okay. But if you can get it to be so seamless, matching with the top and the trousers, it's even more seamless. All right, so a coat or a jacket in the same color or a similar tone. Now for the shoes in this category, this is where you can have a little bit of fun. I personally like to keep the color of the shoes the same, but you can add a pop of color here, you can add a pop of color like maybe you're wearing a hat. These outfits look quite polished, put together, and it's not doing too much. I'm really just letting the shape, the dimensions, and the fabrics speak for themselves. So I absolutely love this particular outfit formula, and I feel like anyone can recreate it and it can work for any occasion. So the next outfit formula is what you would call elevated basics, and this is the category that is probably the best for people on the go, maybe like someone like myself, a busy mom who always has a lot to do with very little time. But I also want to look presentable, like if somebody see me out the road, I duck and I hide, I can walk with my head held high because your girl look good, okay? So let's get into the pieces that would make this particular formula work. And you probably have all of these in your closet already. So you need either a long sleeve top, mock neck, could be turtleneck, or a t-shirt, could be a color, or it could be something just a little bit more fun, maybe a pattern or whatever works for you. But for me personally, I like to keep this a little bit neutral, especially if you're just starting out with building this category. I love wearing this with jeans, but the piece that puts it all together in this category is a nice, good quality trench coats. Ladies, if you don't already have a trench coat in your closet, and when I say good quality, do not ever equate that to high cost, because that's not what I'm talking about. Good quality trench coats doesn't have to come with a high price tag. You can get trench coats from ASOS, you can get it from H&M, you can get it from Zara. Another thing, the trench coat doesn't necessarily have to be a long trench coat. It could be a cropped trench. I know that is trending right now, so you're probably going to be seeing a lot of that. And you can also get these from the thrift store, okay? So save yourself a pretty good coin and go to the thrift store. Now, as it relates to footwear, this is where you can have a little bit of fun. I personally like to keep it pretty simple, pretty casual with a pair of sneakers, but you can do loafers. You can also do like clogs. I know the UGG little slippers. You can also do that if that fits your style pillar. But yeah, you can have fun with your shoes and whatever fits your vibe at that point in time. You can go with that, and then you can add on all your other accessories, the whole shebang, the bag. Yeah, the third outfit formula is what I would call the statement outerwear. Of course, it is no surprise to any of us that the fall and winter season is the time where the jacket is really the outfit. Whatever is on the inside is none of your business. What matters is the jacket. So this is where you can keep like a simple bodysuit. If you don't notice, a lot of these formulas, the pieces that I mentioned in the other two, could work here as well. But what I'm saying is, you don't really care what that piece is. And then you can do leggings, you can do trousers. I would always say stick to something solid that won't clash with the jacket or take attention away from the jacket. I picked this up from Zara last year. It is such a stunner. I paid a pretty cute coin for this, but I love this. This is one of those pieces that I find when I'm trying to wear this, less is more. Something like a faux fur coat is also one of those pieces that makes a statement, and you want to keep your base pretty simple, pretty minimal, but most importantly, comfortable, and that you can actually keep your outerwear on when you're inside. That's the key. So the last outfit formula is what you would call the cozy chic core, and I'm sure you can already tell from the name what we're pushing here. We're pushing coziness, comfort. Like, comfort is the priority in this particular formula. You still want to look put together. You want to look like you put in a lot more effort. You don't want to look like what you're going through, especially as a mom if you have a ton of things going on, and the last thing you really want to think about is where you're gonna put on your body. Actually, you don't even want to be outside, but you have to be. This is one of those categories that is perfect for this moment. Now, the key to this particular formula is to have one piece that is structured, one piece that is fitted, and one piece that is oversized. I feel like the difference in dimensions and fit just make the overall look cohesive, as well as it makes it seem a little bit more thought out and chic. Now, some of the things that you need for this particular outfit formula is a baby tee, and I love the baby tees from Uniqlo. They are absolutely phenomenal. The fit on those, especially as somebody who is taller, but it still hits at the right point, not too short, but also not too long. The next piece that you need is an oversized jacket or an oversized knit. The next piece that you would need is like trousers, jeans, or maybe even leggings. And then on the foot, you might want to stick with either sneakers or loafers. Again, comfort is the priority. And I hope that you're seeing the one that I've created here. Very simple, to the point, not doing too much. But I can tell you, if I were to add on all my, accessories and maybe even throw a coat over this particular outfit, eat down. Okay, babe, so these are the 4 outfit formulas that I personally love to go to, especially on my day-to-day, or even when I have an event and I don't know what to wear. I usually pull from one of these outfit formulas. I think this is a great place for you to start if you're trying to figure out how to stay dressed up, how to stay put together in the fall and winter season without making it such a chore, without it being a tasking thing, because we don't want to make it so hard that all we wear for the entire winter is a sweatsuit. No shade to the sweatsuit, because we know those are comfortable. but you're not gonna wear a sweatsuit with a pair of heels. Like, guys, we want to make it so good, so versatile that somebody thinks we thought about this outfit from last week, even though we're just working with the formula. All right, this also takes me to the point that if you haven't already done a closet audit, you should. Before you go out and buy anything else, before you even listen to me and go in a Zara and pick up a thing more, make sure you check what is in your closet. If you don't have the basics, then you don't need to be buying anything else. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, I'm gonna challenge you to do your audit, pick up pieces that are missing, if there's any missing, and style 2 out of the 4 outfit formulas. I want to see you do that, and then we can get into mastering all of them. Okay, so let me know in the comments if this video was useful, and also if you would like to see a full styling video on any particular outfit formula, just let me know in the comments down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a giant thumbs up, because it does help my channel to grow and encourages YouTube to push my video to a larger audience. If you aren't already subscribed, be sure to subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so that you don't miss an upload. And I will see you guys in the next fashion video. Bye.